everybody, welcome to the Infinitely ASMR channel. Today I'm going to do a get ready with me video for you guys, and I'm going to be doing my hair and makeup, and you can just hang out with me as I get ready to go out for a coffee with a friend. Now, I'm very aware of the fact that I only show the bottom half of my face on this channel intentionally. So those of you who don't like that, that's totally fine. There are plenty of ASMR artists who do show their entire face. But to my subscribers and viewers who don't mind this, let's get started and we can hang out as I get ready. Now what I'm going to do is apply some heat protectant and brush my hair to prepare it for curling. Afterwards I'm going to curl it with a hair straightener, and then I will apply base level of makeup to my hair, to my face even. Makeup on my hair would probably look pretty funky. So I'm going to do my face makeup, my eye makeup, which I will describe to you as you will not be able to see it, and then my lips as well as I get ready to go out. So let's get started. It's a pretty informal video, but I just wanted to hang out with you guys and give you a little bit of a glimpse into what my day-to-day life is like. So I'm going to get started by applying this heat protection mist from Toni & Guy to my hair. And what this product does is it protects the hair from any heat treatment, which is great because anytime I dry my hair or straighten or curl it, it's very important to protect it. The other thing it does is it leaves a really nice scent on my hair, so it really makes it feel like I've been to the salon. So what I'm doing now is I'm going to use the majority of the product on the bottom half of my hair because that kind of takes the brunt of the styling, and then just a bit all around really, and I'm inserting my fingers into my hair to make sure that I do get any strands that are kind of underneath the layers of hair that I have. And I'm going to brush it through to distribute the product evenly throughout the hair. Now when I am actually curling my hair, I really hope that my headphones here don't cause too much of a hazard. Also forgive my pimple on my chin because it's going to be with us for the first half of the video as I am preparing to do my makeup. I just noticed my lips feel a little bit dry, so I'm going to find some lip product to apply while I do my hair, and this will give my lips the opportunity to get a little bit more moisturized in the meantime. Now this is my everyday makeup basket, and then I also have my extra makeup in this container right here. That's where my lip products are. This is nice because my lips will be prepped and ready to have lip products applied to them as soon as my hair is done. Alright. And whenever I have any extra lip balm left, I apply it to my cuticles. Which is funny because I think it means that my left hand cuticles are a lot more moisturized, because I normally apply the lip balm with my right hand. So I'm just brushing through my hair to make sure that it's ready and prepped. The other good thing about brushing my hair before curling is it makes sure that the straightener that I use to curl glides really easily throughout the hair. Okay, so what I'm going to do first is section my hair into two parts. I'm going to just take this hair tie and then basically split my hair into two horizontally. So I'm going to leave the bottom portion of my hair down and just have a kind kind of a man bun on the top of my head. I look pretty ridiculous at the moment. Luckily you can't see it. And I've already, oops, I need to move that out of the way so it doesn't make sounds we don't want. I've already heated up my Remington hair straightener here. Ooh, this is like health and safety hazardous tapping. And it's a pretty basic hair straightener that I've had for quite a while. I set it to 190 degrees Celsius, not Fahrenheit. Although, I think that would mean that it's less hot, I'm not sure. And then what I do is I just apply a kind of curling motion like this, and then we end up with a curl. So I'm going to continue doing that throughout my hair. And I've just discovered that looking in the viewfinder is not the best way. And then I normally straighten the ends because it's a little bit more fashionable, I guess, or trendy to do the ends separately. Now what I'm thinking I might do actually is get rid of my headphones because the cord is making noise, and also I don't want to curl them by accident. So let's freestyle here and see how the sound turns out at the end. This part is always hard for me to do. Let's try again. I will inevitably burn myself eventually, because I always do when I curl my hair. Now I should probably speed up a little bit, otherwise I might be late. As I go toward the back of my head, I generally grab bigger sections, and I try to vary the directions of curling as well. I do some of them toward myself and some of them away from myself, but around the face I prefer to go away from my face. I think it makes for a nicer look. Okay, so I don't normally put too much curl in the bottom section anyway, because I'm going to get hair that will cover it up, and just make sure that some of my ends are curled, and then that's it. And I have to be careful because I did pierce my ear here, and sometimes, or I got it pierced, didn't do it myself, and sometimes it gets caught in the hair strand, so I gotta be careful. Okay, I think this is enough for now. Now another thing you don't know, because you don't see the top half, is I did get bangs or fringe recently, so it's the first time I'm curling my hair since that happened, and I don't know how I'm going to exactly work them into this hairstyle, but I will figure it out. Oh, that looks really funny. I'm just doing the top of my head now. Let's show you here. As you can see, there's a bit of a funny fringe look going on, but I think it's going to work out okay. I'm gonna do the top pretty quickly. Like I said, I don't want too many waves or curls. I prefer it to have kind of a messy, wavy look, but without too much effort going into it. I don't usually do this, by the way, only maybe every few weeks, because I really am not somebody who has a lot of patience to spend on hair and makeup, but since it's the weekend, I thought I'd try something new or different, just for fun. And normally I do put hairspray in this, and then it lasts me 2 or 3 days. I don't wash my hair every day, so it works out quite well. I'm a big dry shampoo fan, and I know some people get grossed out by that, and they do prefer to wash their hair all the time, but for me, it's not washing it every day makes sure that it doesn't get dry, and even though I heat treat it occasionally, I manage to keep it in pretty good shape. Ouch. That didn't work out like I planned, so I need to do the bottom half again. I just realized I have a bruise on my knee. Oops. I get bruised really easily. While I'm doing this, I might tell you that a few weeks ago I had a really fun event happen in my life. My boyfriend moved in to live with me, which has been really fun so far. Just about a month ago. We've been together for 2.5 years, but we've known each other since we were about 16 years old. And the 2.5 years that we have been dating were long distance until the last month. So for all of you long distance folks, my legs are getting numb, so I have to move. It's like ASMR struggles. So like I was saying, if you are in a long distance relationship and people tell you that it doesn't work, feel free to say that it can, because it really can. And you know, there were periods of time of us dating that even I didn't know if we could manage the long distance, but we didn't really have a choice because we wanted to be together. So he lived about 3 hours away, and we managed to see each other nearly every week for the weekend. And Sunday nights used to be our least favorite nights because those were the nights when whoever visited the respective person had to travel back to their home. And now we've been enjoying Sunday nights at home, just being the boring homebodies that we are. We like to watch Planet Earth and drink tea and just hang out and cuddle on the couch. Not very exciting stuff, but it's been really fun. So, yeah, in the period that he was moving here, I also had my parents visiting, and there was a lot going on around my birthday in October, and so I didn't make as many videos as I did before, which was hard for me because I really love filming videos for the channel. And now that I live with someone, we have to figure out how to ensure that I have ample time to film the videos and that there's quiet in the house as well. So right now he's playing video games on silent mode, on mute, which is pretty funny. But he's really supportive of this channel, and he pushes me to film when I'm tired and don't feel like doing much, then lie on the couch. He reminds me how much I love my channel and my viewers, and I never regret it. Actually, the cranial nerve exam I had to film pretty quickly while I was getting ready to head out with him, and he just said go for it, try to figure it out, and I did. But it wasn't without hiccups. So if you're interested to see a couple of pretty hilarious, I think, bloopers from the cranial nerve exam video, head over to my Infinitely ASMR Instagram, and you can see there that I had to restart filming a couple times because just stumbling on my words. A lot of you leave me really sweet comments saying that you like how eloquent I am and that I don't seem to hesitate a lot when I speak. And you can see in those bloopers that while that is true, and I appreciate very much that you've noticed it, I can, improvise very easily most of the time. sometimes it doesn't work out quite as well. And when I was rushing and filming the cranial nerve exam, it definitely didn't work out the way I wanted it the first couple of times. So. Okay, I'm pretty much done with my hair. What I'm going to do is put some Batiste dry shampoo through it, and what it does is two things. What this does is, first of all, it adds texture to the hair, so it makes it a bit more piecey, as you can see here. The other thing it does is it helps keep the oil that I just washed my hair, I guess, about an hour ago, but when the hair is going to get naturally oilier through the scalp, maybe tomorrow morning or throughout the day, those oils will be absorbed into the dry shampoo. So it's just a tip for you guys. So I put a little bit of the roots and especially at the crown of my head where they get pretty oily, and then I distribute the rest through the hair. Alright, so my hair is good, and I'm going to try and kind of put it a little bit away somehow. I don't remember where I put my hair tie though. No idea. That's not good because I don't like having my bangs all over my face as I apply my makeup. How is it possible that I just took it off and it's already lost? What I will do is take my glasses and use them as a hairband. That's the best that I can do. Okay, so I'm gonna get my hair out of my face and then begin doing my makeup. So, like I said, I have my main makeup case right here. This is the stuff that I use every single day, and it contains things for my foundation and base, some brushes, some different powders and products, the deodorant that I use, and things like that. So I'm going to use this as I'm applying my makeup. So let's see here. The first thing I'm going to do is apply a base to my face. So I'm going to use the Honest Beauty primer. I've talked about this primer a few times in different videos. This is starting from my very first video on the channel, which was my everyday makeup bag. So I just apply it to my face, and it has these little tiny sparkles that don't look sparkly at all once you've applied it, which is great, but they do provide a bit of kind of glowy look to the face, which I really like. And today it matches my chrome manicure, so I appreciate that. I did this manicure by myself using my LED lamp and some chrome powder. If you want me to do a tutorial on it, just leave a comment down below. Okay, next thing I'm going to do is use my L'Oreal Infallible 24-Hour Matte Foundation, and I'm going to apply it using a brush. This is the Real Techniques buffing brush. It's extremely soft, and I love it, and thank you to my best friend Kay for sending it to me. So I normally apply it to the back of my hand, and then stipple it into my face. Stipple, 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 stipple. And then for a while I look like I have army camouflage on. I don't know if you've ever seen anybody do this, but I don't like to waste product, so I end up rubbing it into my face. Now it's really important to also get your chin and your neck. By the way, before I got started, I moisturized my face and applied a moisturizing leave-on mask and some argan oil. And I let it sit for about half an hour. And in winter, it really helps to make sure that your face doesn't get dry and flaky, and that your foundation comes out really pretty. Okay. And I do apply it underneath my eyes as well. My lips are already feeling better. Okay, so I have a pretty even canvas to work with. And it's also helped get rid of my spot a little bit, but I will still put concealer on. The concealer that I use is this MAC Pro Longwear Concealer. And has a lovely glass bottle. This concealer is really high quality. I kind of struggle with MAC because they aren't cruelty free, so I'm going to need to find a different concealer after this one runs out, but I have to say this is the best concealer I've had. So if you know any cruelty-free dupes, please let me know. The only thing with this concealer is you have to press very lightly because otherwise a whole lot comes out. So this is already quite a lot, and I'm going to use it this much for the whole of my face. Or I guess the areas that I need to conceal. So I always start with my under eye area. Then I make this funny face. And I put it around my nose because I do get redness there. And then I'll try to tap it lightly around the spot. I don't want to draw more attention to it by putting too much there. And then whatever is left, I'll just apply to my nose. And then I also just tap it onto my eyelids because it helps to obscure any kind of veins, you know, when you have really thin skin on your eyelids. And also it helps to act as a primer. So now I'm just going to blend that in using the same brush. Very gently under the eyes. I don't really have dark circles, but I do have a puffy under eye area. And I put some on my lips because it helps to make them a bit more neutral before I apply other products. Now, I don't normally do this day to day, but I will do it for you guys just so the video is a bit longer. I'm going to apply a contouring cream to my cheeks. For this I use the Sally Hansen contour brush. And what I've done is I've bought an e.l.f. palette. I also featured this palette in my Best Friend Does Your Makeup video. If you'd like to have a look at it, check my channel out in the makeup video section. And it's actually just a foundation palette for darker skin tones, but I bought it because it works really well for me as a contouring palette, and it's by e.l.f. and it's really cheap. It's good for me because I don't contour every day and I didn't want to invest too much. So I apply this to my cheekbone area and blend it in really, really well on both sides. Let's see if my viewfinder ends up causing me to have really funny makeup or not. I also apply it to my chin. I don't have the most pronounced jawbone, so it's good for me to have a bit of definition all around. And a little bit on the sides of my forehead, which you can't see. should be enough. Sometimes when I go out, I contour my nose as well, but I'm not going to do that today. The next thing I'm going to apply is the blush. This is the Honest Beauty Truly Thrilling Creme Brush. And I apply it with the same, did I say creme brush? It's the creme blush. I'm going to apply it with the same brush onto the apples of my cheeks. And with this blush, a little bit truly does go a long way. There we go. I'm going to apply just some mascara today. I normally do an eyeliner, but I don't feel like taking it off later. And also, you guys won't be able to see, so there's not too much point to doing it. Show you my lower lashes. Oh, see, good thing I did that. Why do I have red on my finger? Who knows? Okay, now I'm going to do some lip stuff. First, I use a Ramble London Moisture Renew Transparent Lip Liner. And what this does is, you can't really see it, but it makes sure that it lines your lips so then when you apply your lipstick, first of all, it lasts much longer, and secondly, it doesn't go outside your lip as much. So I'm going to use my mirror here just so I can make sure that I'm doing it properly. And I also apply it all the way in my lip as well. Or on my lip, I guess. Okay. And you can't see it at all, but it does make a difference. Actually, what I might do is apply a lip pencil as a lipstick. Sometimes I do that. So I'm going to apply this Lasting Finish 1000 Kisses Stay On Lip Contouring Pencil by Ramble London. And it's in the color 011 Spice. I'm just going to apply it to my lips like lipstick, just starting from lining the outside of my lips. For some reason I always get this side a little bit wrong. Now, I'm not somebody who overlines often, so I just go with the natural contour and shape of my lip. I have tried it before and it looks cool, but it also makes me feel like a bit of, I don't know, it just doesn't seem natural. That's quite a nice color. You can see all my teeth in their glory. There we So I do like that. I think it looks, I wouldn't go as far as to say it looks natural, but it definitely looks not too crazy for daytime. And I think this pretty much covers what I would normally do in a day. I sometimes do apply eyeshadow as well, just kind of tapping it onto my eyelid, and I use a slightly metallic color that looks just as though I have a bit of a highlight on my eyes. But today I don't want to do that because I'm going to have to take it all off, and I only use waterproof eye products, so it ends up being slightly annoying. Generally, I'm very happy with my look as a whole, and normally I spend about 10 minutes or so in the morning on my face, if that, so it's been fun to take my time a little bit with you guys today and just take you through it all. So I'm going to go now. A few things that I wanted to tell you just as an update. If you'd like to see some backstage kind of stuff like bloopers and just what I do day to day, come join me on Instagram at Infinitely ASMR. I have a link to this in the description box as well. At the moment, I'm not on Facebook or Twitter just because I want to focus on making videos and haven't found the time to manage multiple social media accounts. But if you'd like me to join any other channels or any other platforms, let me know and I'll definitely consider it. I also wanted to say thank you for all your requests as of late. I have so many cool ideas and requests and video concepts from you guys. Recently I've been asked to do a lot of medical role plays to do with things that scare you, so flu shots and dentists have come up a lot. I also have some cardiologist requests, and I have a list of all your requests that I look at whenever I'm about to film a new video. I have a few very exciting projects coming up. I was really pleased with how the hair washing video turned out. It's something I've wanted to do for a very long time, and it almost didn't happen because I realized later on, after I began editing everything, when I went through my files, I realized that I'd forgotten to turn on my microphone for the entire time, and I spent about an hour in the bathroom filming the hair washing part, and I was really, really upset. But then I managed to do some post-production on the sound, and it turned out okay. But I definitely want to redo another hair washing video in the future with better sound as well. So, yeah. Anyway, it's been really fun getting you guys' comments, and welcome as well to all of the recent subscribers who have joined in the last few weeks following the cranial nerve exam video. It's really been fun hearing from you guys. I wanted to also just do a quick shout out to anybody out there today who's struggling with anything like depression or anxiety, or just generally feeling down as a result of some recent world events that have happened. And a big hug to all my viewers in the States after you guys' election. A big hug to everybody in New Zealand, and stay safe. Also, my viewers in Afghanistan, I hope that you weren't affected and your loved ones are okay. There's just so much going on in the world. I'm sure there are so many other countries that I could mention in terms of turmoil and difficulties that are happening there. So I really appreciate you guys coming to spend time with me and relax and practice self-care by watching relaxing content that can help you. And I've also been really touched by your messages from anybody who experiences forms of, I don't want to say disability, let's say different abilities and find solace in some of the videos that I produce, and also anybody with learning difficulties as well, or cognitive disorders who watches my videos too. I've received messages from some of you lately that have been really wonderful, and I'm glad that again, that you enjoy these and they help you sleep. Of course, all my peeps with insomnia and sleep disorders, I completely understand what that's like. It's just been such a strange period in the world, but every time I look on YouTube and look at my comment section and every other creator that I watch as well, the community that we have in the ASMR world is just so incredible, because I think despite the fact that it's so easy to lose faith in our world sometimes, looking at the news and think that people don't care, or people are, heartless or selfish, all you need to do is look in the comment section of ASMR videos to see that there is a lot of kindness and camaraderie out there. So thank you for leaving some pieces of love for me and other readers. I think it's not just the creator who sees the comments and gets inspired by them, it's also other people who read them too. And I know that for every comment there are 10 people who don't comment. So I hope that even those of you who don't like to participate in discussions, you are able to read and see the positivity that we have in the community. So I wish everybody a lovely few days ahead, and see you in the next video. Don't forget to like and subscribe and all that.